Hello and welcome everybody to Vanilla SkyBlock with 1Fredjones. So I've been building a little bit off camera since we last had an episode. So I want to show you guys everything I've built. And then I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what we really want to do with this map. Some of you guys might be new to my channel. I know I've got a lot of new subscribers here recently and I really appreciate you guys subscribing. I want to say thank you to you guys. But I want you guys to really understand what this is about because I want this to be a running series on my channel. I want to update with Mojang every time they update the game. I want to update to the new snapshots, the new releases. I want this to be a long-running series. And the end goal, what I want from this series is I want to get to a point to where someone new might come to my channel and let's say watch episode 33 of Vanilla Skyblock with 1Fredjones. And I want them to say to themselves, there's no way this is a Skyblock map. That's what I want. That's my goal. I want to do anything you could possibly do with this map. And there's so many things that I've got running through my head. It's not even funny. But that's what I want to do. And today we're going to talk a little bit about how we're going to get there. But first, let me show you what I've built so far. So in between episodes, as you guys can see, I added another layer to our mob spawner. And I'm getting really good rates the way it is right now. I also put a little fence up here because the baby zombies like to attack me when I'm fishing. So I put a little fence up right here. But we won't stay over here long because it's super loud. But we're getting a lot of good rates. A lot of good rates. It takes me probably, I don't know, 5 minutes of just hacking with the stone sword over here to kill all the mobs that can accumulate in that thing. So I'm getting a lot of good drops too. I'll show those to you in a second. But before we do that, let's look at the fishing pond. So this thing was pretty simple, so I decided not to build it on camera. I know I kind of said in the last episode that we would build this together, but really it was so simple to build. All I did was come out with kind of a random shape that kind of resembled a pond to me, and I filled it full of water. Unfortunately, we are at a level right now that allows squid to spawn. And Sig made the suggestion that I should either lower it or raise it, because once you get to a certain elevation, they stop spawning, and then once you go below a certain elevation, they stop spawning. I don't know what those elevations are. Sig told me, but I can't remember. I don't think I want to go down with it, though. If I do move it, I will go up. And the main reason why is because you see all this beautiful blue sky? That's what I want to look at. Once we really start prettifying the place, the end goal is not to be looking at this dark black stuff. Now, see, what elevation are we at now? 59, so at 60, that stops. And you don't see that on a normal map because all that's terrain. You know, you'd have terrain generated all out there. But at 60, you got the beautiful blue skies, and that's what I want to look at anytime we're anywhere on the map. I did want to put the cobblestone down at this level, though, because, again, we're going to cover all this cobblestone up. We're just going to use these cobblestones to kind of get our base going for whatever we're building. But this is pretty cool. I've actually already got more loot from this than I had expected to get in a week. And I've only been fishing, you know, maybe a day. So let me show you what I got, though. This fishing pole I made, that's what I got the fish with. Got all this here. And then the loot. Start with a bow. I got an Unbreaking 3 bow. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but if we do get that iron going, like I want to get it going, we can make an anvil and we can combine that with something else. So that's pretty cool. And then a name tag, of course. We need an anvil to really use that. This fishing pole, or fishing rod, is pretty cool. I haven't used it yet. I thought maybe this episode we might try a little bit of fishing with it and see what we can get. But Lure 2 increases the time between catching fish, I think. Unbreaking 3, of course, you know what Unbreaking 3 does. And Luck of the Sea increases your chances of catching treasure. So with this pole, there's a better chance of us catching this kind of stuff. So that's pretty cool. I'm really happy I made this. We can get a lot more good loot out of this guy. Whoa, I just hit the wrong button and almost walked right off the map. How do you like that? That'd have been awesome, huh? At least I would have died on camera. That's another goal I've got with this map. I don't want to die off camera. I want you guys to be able to experience it with me. So this is my loot chest from the mob spawner. And as far as enchanted stuff, it's all down here at the bottom. We got power 1, flame 1, power 2, power 1, power 2 on breaking 3, or on breaking 2, I'm sorry, and power 2. So we could actually, once we get an anvil going, we could actually make a pretty powerful bow with just what we have here. And then we've got the armor. All this armor we're going to be able to make pretty soon anyways. Not the iron. I mean, that's still a ways off, but all the gold armor, unenchanted gold armor, we're going to be able to make ourselves. So that's really not that big of a deal. People on SkyBlock maps have been making gold armor for a long time. But doing pretty well. Oh, and by the way, I did update to 14W29B. So these chests are being a pain in the butt. They're wanting to stay open all the time. At least they open, though. If you remember last episode, they didn't want to open, but now they'll open. Also, I kind of started laying out, this is what we're going to do with the floors. Not this exact pattern and not this exact style or whatever, but this is what it's going to look like. All of our floors and everything is going to, you know, look pretty classy. That's the whole idea. So I think I got you guys all caught up. Well, I can show you some more loot, I guess, if you want to call this loot. If we get a villager, this is going to come in handy. Or 2 villagers, because I want to breed them. I've smelted a ton of stone. I've gotten a ton of charcoal. I think all of my furnaces are full of charcoal. Oh, this is pretty cool, too. Check this out. I got 4 iron ingots off zombies. If I happen to lose my bucket, I can make another one. Also, this will make pistons. Got redstone for pistons. Some of this glowstone came out of the nether, and I'll explain to you a little bit of what happened in the nether here in a second. But a lot of that did come from witches. And, of course, all this came from witches. So, that's all really cool. More cobblestone. Bunch of bones and stuff. Not very much on the wood because I've been making it into charcoal and then this stuff here. Alright, so now I really think we're all caught up. That chest just has pickaxes for making cobblestone, and the tree farm is the same as it's always been. So, let's talk about this right here for a minute. I've got this grass going out this direction because I really do plan on putting in a passive mob spawner over here. And, you know, that requires grass blocks above light level 8. Again, the problem with that is, I think I said this in a past episode, the chances of a passive mob spawning in terrain that's already been generated. So basically, this map doesn't generate any terrain. It never will. I could go out a gazillion blocks and it would never generate any terrain. So that's how Minecraft, that's the way the game works now. When it generates new terrain, that's when you get your passive mobs. So the rest of the passive mob spawning happens on grass blocks above light level 8. 1 in every gazillion ticks, it picks a block and, you know, it checks to make sure that it meets all the right standards. I don't know, it's not standards, but checks to make sure that it meets the correct criteria to spawn a passive mob and so on and so forth. It's just almost impossible to get passive mobs this way. But I know we can get chickens, and I bet you guys know how we can get chickens as well. From this guy right here. So chicken jockeys now spawn, right? Chicken jockeys, zombies on chickens. Problem is, Mojang was having a hard time with those guys causing lag because they weren't despawning. They were spawning in caves and not despawning. They were laying eggs, and persistent zombies were picking up the eggs and not despawning. So the way they fixed that was they fixed it to where the chickens that spawn with baby zombies don't lay eggs. And they do despawn just like a hostile mob. So I found it really hard, and I actually had a couple spawn in already. But I found it hard to keep one around long enough to get another one so that I could breed them. I actually had 2 of them despawn on me. And in the time that it took them to despawn, neither of them laid any eggs, of course. So I came up with this ingenious idea. Well, I say ingenious. You might not think it's exactly ingenious, but I'm going to use the Nether to keep these chickens around long enough to get 2 of them. And I've actually got 1 of them. Sounded kind of silly. Die. Already. Die. I said die. Thank you. Oh, man. I've been meaning to put glowstone on the fishing pond, but I want to get this episode recorded, so I'm not going to worry about it just yet. And I'll kill those guys later. But I have already taken a chicken into the Nether. As you guys can hear, he's right in here, or she, whichever it is. Might be a he, because it doesn't lay any eggs. But I'm going to get another one, and we're going to bring it in here, and we're going to breed them in here. And I should also tell you, I have another Nether portal. This one down here went out. That's our original portal. So when I left the Nether, it went out somehow, and when I came back to the Nether, it gave us another one. So for some crazy reason, we have 2 Nether portals. Of course, there's no reason to light this, and I can't tear it out, so I'm just going to use this one, I guess. But I blocked all this in so that when I bring the chicken over, it won't get away, and also to keep this one here. So as what I'm going to do now is I'm probably going to do some fishing, and I'll record it. I'm going to fish with our new pole, and I'm going to record it. Of course, I'll cut out all the boring parts. And in the meantime, hopefully we can get another chicken jockey to spawn. And if we do, we'll take him into the Nether and we'll breed him. So, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I've been fishing for some time now and we haven't gotten any chicken jockeys. So we're going to move on with the episode. I'm sure we'll get one soon enough. I'll show you the loot I got while I was fishing though. We got another fishing pole to match this one. This is one we were fishing with just now. I got another Unbreaking 3, Luck of the Sea 2, Lure 2. And this guy, Power 5 Unbreaking 3 bow. So, oh, and these boots as well, Feather Falling 3. Those might come in handy when I'm working on, you know, stuff like the rest of those layers and stuff. But I knew fishing was a good thing to do on this map. It's working out pretty well. But let's get moving on. So we're gonna do our first redstone project today. I'm so tired of punching those mobs. Not really punching, but hitting them with the sword. I know I keep saying, I need to quit doing that. So let's get some redstone. Let's get that. Our iron. We're going to need to make some stuff out of iron. Of course, we're going to need pistons. Most of the stuff I do requires pistons. We're going to need a bow. And we're going to need... hopefully we have enough redstone. Going to need that plus 3 more. Okay, and sticks. I was just in the wood chest. I didn't grab any sticks. That's not enough anyways. Let's make some sticks. Now, normally I wouldn't craft this stuff on camera, but I think it's pretty monumental. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we need 5 of those. I didn't want to craft too many. Just want to craft exactly what we need. Because we are low on stuff. Okay. Man, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. We need some cobblestone. Okay. What did I drop? Or what did I pick up? Oh, never mind. We'll go like that. Put our bow here. Some redstone there. Got that. Let's go ahead and craft the bucket. And some more planks. That there. Piston. Oh, I think we're going to have enough. It's dark. Take a nap. So, if you guys haven't figured it out yet, I'm making Mumbo Jumbo's Lava Mob Softener. Of course, we're going to have to use the only lava we have on the map, but that's okay. I'm sure nothing will happen to it. Let's put this iron back. We don't need that anymore. Got our torch. Let's see. Are we missing anything? Sand. We need sand right there. 1 sand. Alright, so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to kill these guys, and I'll bring you guys back. Alright, guys. I got this thing set up. We can, well, I kind of laid out some blocks anyways. I haven't set it up yet, but we can go ahead and actually set it up. I might modify this later because I don't know if I would really like the way this is. But let's do this. Put our dispenser there. We'll put the lava in it here in a minute. And then we'll put a button there. Redstone torch there. Our... Not there. That was silly. There. And then... Oh, grab the piston. I put the expensive stuff away while I was killing the mobs. So, let's see. Piston there. Sand block on top. Oh, I can't jump up right there. Repeater going into there. Repeater there. 1 or 2 ticks. Redstone right there. Let me see what happens. Listen. That probably gonna do it right there. So let's go ahead and close that off. Again, I don't like it that this side is open like that. I mean, it's not gonna hurt anything, but I might redesign the front of this a little bit. I can also rerun the redstone when I have more redstone, but I don't have enough redstone to do it right now, and I want to get this done. So we'll put the lava in. Okay, now let's test it. Perfect. Okay, let's get some mobs to spawn. Just go over here and drop off this extra redstone and stuff. And see how it works. Should work pretty well. I've used it quite a few times before. Oh, I did pick up another iron ingot. I didn't bring it back over here. That's okay. Put that away. Anyways, I'm not going to prolong it any further than I have to. Surely we're going to have some mobs over here now. Nothing? Oh, there's one right there. We got a zombie. I'll turn down my mob sounds real quick. Had them turned up all the way because we were playing UHC the other day. Okay. Let's see. Should work pretty well. Of course, more mobs are going to be dropping in as... Oh, those guys died. That's okay. That's no big deal. Tell you what. I'll probably cut away, let this thing fill completely up with mobs, and then we'll do it. I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, I was doing some fishing there, waiting for some mobs to spawn, and I got another name tag. Awesome. And then I forgot to tell you guys earlier, the whole reason why I put this pond where it is right now is because we're far enough away from the spawner for mobs to spawn, but yet we're not far enough away for them to despawn. So I put it right here in the right spot to where this thing will get completely full. It'll spawn until we hit mob cap, and we got to be pretty close to mob cap right now. One thing I don't want to do is fish until it gets dark and cause problems. Let's go ahead and turn down our hostile creatures some more because it's going to get loud. Now, I'll also tell you that it was taking me maybe 3.5 swords to kill these many mobs. Let's see what it takes with the softener now. Witch is drinking potions. Lovely. Okay, we had a couple die there. No big deal. The ones in the upper chamber will die if they don't have any armor on. That one died, he had armor on. Let's see what it takes now to clean these guys out. It's going a lot faster than it was before, that's for sure. I don't know how many died. Quite a few probably died. And I don't like that, but I do have an idea how to fix that, how to keep them from dying. Like I said in an earlier, maybe last episode, we want to kill these guys ourselves so we can get these rare drops. Witch has dropped quite a few things. Okay, we're almost through our first sword. I think they were still spawning in whenever I hit the softener, so. Is that a little zombie? Who's getting me? That was weird. Alright. Yeah, didn't even use up an entire sword. Then again, some of those guys died in the softening process, which is too bad. But it's a lot better than what I was doing earlier. Alright guys, well, I really thank you guys for watching, and you know, if you have any suggestions, please give them to me. I mean, I'm open to suggestions. So, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.